Hey there, amazing English learners. Welcome back to English Mastery Podcast, where we make learning English feel natural and exciting. I'm Vey, and I'm absolutely thrilled you've joined us today.
And I'm James. Vey, I have to say, I'm really excited about today's episode because we're diving deep into something that's been a game changer for so many of our listeners, the art of shadowing practice.
Oh, James, you're absolutely right. You know what? Before we jump in, I'm genuinely curious about our listeners' day. How are you feeling right now? Did something special happen today that made you smile? I always love thinking about those little moments that brighten our day. And hey, if you caught our previous episode, I'd love to know what was your biggest takeaway. Did you actually try speaking out loud while listening?
Yeah, that's such an important point, Vey. I meet so many learners who think just listening to English content will magically improve their speaking skills. But here's the thing, and I can't stress this enough. Listening alone won't cut it. You've got to speak, and then speak some more. I know it sounds repetitive, but that's exactly the point.
Exactly, James. And that's where shadowing becomes your secret weapon. Think of it like learning to dance. You can watch dancers all day long, but until you start moving your own body, you won't develop that natural rhythm. Shadowing helps you mirror the melody of English, the intonation, the natural flow, and yes, even those tricky pronunciation patterns that make native speakers sound so smooth.
Oh, I love that dance analogy. And here's something that might surprise our listeners. It's not about practicing for hours and hours. Actually, consistency beats intensity every single time. If you're only practicing once a week for 2 hours, that's way less effective than just 5 minutes every single day.
Yes, James, you've hit on something so important there. You know what I tell all my students? You don't need to be perfect, you just need to show up. Even if your pronunciation isn't quite right, even if you stumble over words, just keep showing up. That's where the real magic happens.
Absolutely. And speaking of showing up, let me ask our listeners something really important. Why do you want to speak English fluently? What's driving you on this journey? Vey, I think it's so crucial for people to connect with their deeper motivation.
Oh, James, that gives me goosebumps every time. Because here's what I've noticed. When people have a clear, burning reason for learning English, they progress so much faster. Maybe you want to communicate with international friends. Maybe you're dreaming of studying abroad. Or perhaps you want to advance in your career. Whatever it is, that purpose becomes your fuel when things get challenging.
That's so true. And if you're comfortable sharing, we'd absolutely love to hear your reason in the comments. But if not, that's totally okay too. Just take a moment right now, close your eyes if you want, and remind yourself why you started this journey. Maybe write it down in your notebook. We'll wait for you, no rush at all.
Beautiful. Now, I'm really curious about how you've been doing with your daily English practice. Has it been smooth sailing, or have you faced some bumps along the way? You know what? Whatever your experience has been, it's completely valid. This is your safe space, no pressure, no judgment, just genuine support and understanding.
Yeah, exactly, V. And I want to address something that I know many of our listeners are thinking, why am I not fluent yet? Listen, learning a language is like growing a garden. You plant the seeds, you water them consistently, but you don't see the growth happening day by day. Then suddenly, boom, you realize how much you flourished.
Oh, that's such a perfect metaphor, James. Progress is happening even when you can't feel it. One day, you'll be having a conversation and suddenly think, wow, I'm actually expressing myself naturally. That moment will come. I promise you that.
Exactly. So, are you ready to dive into today's practice session? But before we begin, I need you to make me a promise. Promise me you won't give up. Not today, not tomorrow, not ever. Can you promise us that?
Excellent. Now, here's how we're going to structure today's session. James and I will demonstrate each phrase clearly, and then you'll repeat after us. Feel free to pause and practice multiple times. That's exactly what we want you to do. Today's sentences are a bit longer and slightly more challenging, but don't worry, we'll guide you through every step.
Perfect. So grab your favorite beverage, tea, coffee, or whatever makes you comfortable. Take a deep breath and let's begin this journey together. We have 10 powerful affirmation sentences that will not only improve your English, but also boost your confidence. Ready, Vey?
Absolutely ready, James. Let's start with our first sentence. Remember, listen first, then repeat. Here we go. I trust myself to improve my English skills even when progress feels slow.
I trust myself to improve my English skills, even when progress feels slow.
Brilliant. Let's try the next one. I celebrate small victories because I know they lead to major breakthroughs.
I celebrate small victories because I know they lead to major breakthroughs.
Wonderful. Here's another one. I embrace my unique accent as part of my English speaking identity.
I embrace my unique accent as part of my English speaking identity.
Fantastic work. Let's continue. I practice consistently because I understand that daily effort creates lasting results.
I practice consistently because I understand that daily effort creates lasting results.
Amazing. Here's the next one. I view every mistake as valuable feedback that helps me grow stronger.
I view every mistake as valuable feedback that helps me grow stronger.
You're doing incredibly well. Let's try. I feel confident expressing my thoughts in English even during challenging conversations.
I feel confident expressing my thoughts in English even during challenging conversations.
Excellent. Here's another. I speak aloud regularly because I know practice builds natural fluency.
I speak aloud regularly because I know practice builds natural fluency.
Almost there. Let's practice. I pay attention to rhythm and intonation patterns to make my English sound more natural.
I pay attention to rhythm and intonation patterns to make my English sound more natural.
Brilliant work! Here's our second to last sentence. I keep a learning journal because reflection accelerates my progress.
I keep a learning journal because reflection accelerates my progress.
And finally, our last affirmation, I know that one day I'll speak English fluently and inspire others with my journey.
I know that one day I'll speak English fluently and inspire others with my journey.
Incredible! You've completed all 10 sentences, and James, I am just so proud of everyone who practiced along with us today.
Absolutely, Vey. You showed up, you practiced, and that's what matters most. So tell us in the comments, how did these longer sentences feel? Were they challenging in a good way, or would you prefer we adjust the difficulty level?
Yes, and we're genuinely curious about the repetition format too. Was hearing each sentence twice enough, or would 3 repetitions help you feel more confident? Your feedback helps us create better content for you.
Before we wrap up, remember this. You're on an amazing journey, and every single day you practice, you're getting closer to your goals. Some days will feel easier than others, and that's completely normal.
Exactly, James. And to our incredible English Mastery podcast family, keep believing in yourself, keep showing up, and keep practicing with joy. We're here cheering you on every step of the way. Until next time, keep speaking, keep growing, and remember, you've absolutely got this.
See you in our next episode, amazing learners. Keep shining.